Hey Liverpool One Church life groups, so delighted that you guys are connected into the very lifeblood of church by connecting into a small group. It really is the best way to help make a large and growing church feel small, and it makes you feel connected. Hopefully, you're going to find friends that are like family. And also, a special thank you to you life group leaders and hosts that have opened up your homes and have prepared for this evening. Really love you. Maybe everybody in that group right now could just give a little round of applause for all of our leaders. We love you guys. You're amazing. This Sunday in church, we were speaking on the series Uncommon, and that's really because we think that common isn't working. In fact, living the normal life is not working, but there is an uncommon way that we choose to follow Christ that is maybe different to that which everybody else is living out, but that really is the way that I think leads to life. And on Sunday, we were speaking about how this relates to the church, not the global capital C church worldwide, but we were speaking about Liverpool One Church, our church here. We started in a living room with just 10 people plus Emma and I. That's 12 people in total. And now there are thousands of people that would say that they call Liverpool One Church their home. We run 3 ram-packed services, and man, I feel so humbled that I get to play a small, incredibly small part in this whole church that we're building together. But I think that it's good time for us to talk about how we need to live as the uncommon church. I think that as far as churches go, what is common, unfortunately, is oftentimes gossip and infighting. People try and become the leader, take things over. People get offended by the words of what another congregant might say. People get upset, people leave, there's trauma, there's drama, there's tears, there's high maintenance relationships. Well, I don't want to build that kind of church. We want to build the uncommon church that's based on the teachings of Jesus, where he gives us the instructional language in John's gospel, where he says, love one another. In fact, not only does he say that, but he goes on to say that you must love one another. He was saying, guys, it doesn't work unless you're committed to outworking love for one another. So on Sunday, we were breaking down 3 thoughts, 3 ideas about the way in which we can better one another. And on Sunday, I think that the main point out of the 3 was we spoke about this idea that you have to pursue purpose rather than your own preferences. It's purpose over preference. And I'm saying that because there's going to be times, maybe you're in one now, maybe you've been in one, but there will be times when you feel that your opinion needs to be heard more than most. There'll be times when you feel that we're not doing things as a church that we should be doing. There are times that maybe we are doing things that you feel that we should not be doing. And chances are, truthfully, you might even be right on some of those. But what we're saying is that as a church, what we're willing to do is say, we're going to commit to the purpose of the church more than our own preferred, preferential ways, opinions, likes and dislikes. So what we're saying is as a church, we exist to change lives for Christ, one life at a time. And in the last 2 Sundays, there's been 24 people that have come and entered into the kingdom of heaven for the first time. And we're saying, because we're doing that together, doing that means more than me having my own way. Doing that means more than me having my requested length of worship in church. Doing that means more than having my requested topic of preaching material being used, because doing that becomes the glue that keeps us together. So my request, as we're a part of a growing church, is that we don't just become growing and not outwork the teachings of Christ. Jesus was the one that said, here's a new command I give you. You must love one another. So as our church grows, can we continue to love one another as we choose together purpose over our own preferences? By all means, have some conversation and maybe start out with this question. Have there been times where maybe you've had a preference that hasn't been met and has maybe left you frustrated? How have you managed to negotiate that season in your life? And then secondly, how do you feel about connecting into the very purpose of Liverpool One Church? We exist to change lives for Christ, one life at a time. Have an amazing week, guys. See you in church on Sunday.